Thanks for joining us tonight and taking part in this great milestone, Shaindy's Bat Mitzvah. Just a few short weeks ago, as I began to prepare for this day, it hit me that my little Shaindy is not so little after all. And I began thinking, what is next for our dear Shaindy? It's one thing to birth, raise, and nurture an infant, a toddler, an adolescent. But this adolescent soon turns into a young teenager, an adult, and hopefully soon after, a mother of her own. Is there a roadmap for parenting from start to finish? Not that I've come across. But the Holy Zohar, written by Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai some 2,000 years ago, shares 4 words, which is the secret to all aspects of life. That is, Istakel be'oraita uvara alma. God looked into the Torah and created the world. The message for us human beings is the other way around. If you want to know how to live in this world or any aspect of life, look into the Torah. I thought, let me reach out to my parents and ask them to give me insight in what parenting means from now on. And how am I to view my role as a parent and what would be the best for Shaindy as her own person while keeping her protected from the negative forces of the world? My father told me to read this prayer from the Holy Shalah, the father of Kabbalah and Hasidus. He lived in the 1500s during the Renaissance period. This is a prayer that Jewish parents say before the holiday of Shavuot. Here it goes. It was you, Hashem, our God, before creation, and it is you, Hashem, our God, since creation. From this world to the world to come, you are God. You created the world in order to make your godliness known through your holy Torah. As the sages of blessed memory taught, in the beginning, the world was created, Bereshit bara Elokim, for the sake of Torah and for the sake of Israel. For Israel is your nation and your heritage. It is the nation you chose from all others, to whom you gave your holy Torah and which you brought close to your great name. To ensure the continuation of your Torah, we receive from you, Hashem, our God, 2 commandments. You wrote in your Torah, be fruitful and multiply. And you also wrote, you shall teach them to your children. These 2 commandments have a single purpose. You did not create the world so that it be desolate, but rather that it be inhabited by people. It is for your honor that you made, created, and fashioned the world so that we, our offspring, and the offspring of all your people, the house of Israel, know your name and study your Torah. You see, we don't bring children into this world for the benefit of the child, because philosophically, that idea can be argued. We also don't bring children into this world because we want to be parents. That is not the Jewish cause of having children. The Jewish cause of having children is directly connected to the purpose of creation, and we do it because we are so commanded. God, as the Shalah says, wants his name and presence manifested in the world through his holy Torah by learning it and following it. Father like son, mother like daughter is the actualization of this purpose and desire of God. We are just coming off the 10th day of the Hebrew month of Shvat, the anniversary of the passing of the previous Rebbe in 1950 and the acceptance of leadership of the Rebbe in 1951. The previous Rebbe left an essay at the time of his passing, and the whole essay was based on 4 words from Song of Songs written by King Solomon. The 4 words are Bati Legani Achoti Kala. I've come to my garden, my sister, my bride. The first 2 words are referring to when God descended on Mount Sinai, giving the Torah to Moses to give to us. And God says, finally, I've returned to my garden. If you look around the world at that time of history, there were lots of bad things going on. Egypt was the worst totalitarian nation ever to live. The nations living in Israel at the time were terrible, which is why they were going to be uprooted from the land. Yet God says, I've returned to this universe, my garden. Similarly, the previous Rebbe had just come to America, totally abused by the Russian army, wheelchair bound because of all the torture. getting daily reports just a short time earlier of what was going on in Europe during the Holocaust, and he was completely shattered. Yet coming to America to be able to practice and spread the Torah, as God called it, my garden. That's how the Rebbe too saw the world. When a physical, materialistic life can be permeated with Torah, its laws, its values, and its amazing spiritual experiences, life becomes a real garden. Not only for Hashem, but for us human beings that are privileged with this task. Shaindy, we know that you know what this all means, and we know that you've been gifted by Hashem in such an awesome way to affect yourself, your family, your friends, the world around you, and anyone else that's lucky enough to get to know you. With these awesome gifts that you were granted, you should go from strength to strength and continue to give yourself, your Tati and Mami, your Babis and Zaydis, the Rebbe and Hashem tremendous nachash, and bring down Mashiach now.